Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for the third episode of our new oxygen not included playthrough. The previous episode we wrapped up by automating the power using a coal generator, freeing up some time for my duplicants, especially my researcher. Right now we have idle duplicants, we cannot really allow that, so maybe it's now time to do something about this cool salt/geyser. First things first, I want to trap the chill in here so we can take advantage of it. Wherever we have the abyssalite, we're already good. There is zero thermal conductivity. However, right here, we want to set up a layer of insulated tiles. And we just leave this tiny gap free here. Let's say we do something like this. And then eventually we'll be able to seal this off. We're also gonna temporarily seal off the geyser itself. We're gonna ladder our way up there and then we possibly want to analyze it, since our researcher can already do it and we get more useful information about it. I probably also want to choose another research. Let's see, what else could be useful? Some automation here and there. Medicine, liquids. Oh yeah, we could get started by replacing our bathroom with a better version. However, we would also need access to the water sieve. Let's do the sanitation first and then we're gonna work our way to distillation. Poor Camille is suffering a little bit, yucky lungs, sopping wet, popped eardrums and hyperthermia. I'm sure she's fine. We unlocked plumbing, now have the capability of shipping around liquids. Nice. Also, I noticed when I leave the game paused like this, the counter continues with the time plate, which is unfortunate because I do that a lot. For instance, when editing, I also leave the game running in the background because I usually record some, then edit some. But yeah, the hours are gonna accumulate there. I decided that here at the bottom, I would like to set up my huge water tank. It's gonna span 2 regular levels, so that would be another one here, and right here would be the bottom floor, and on the outside I would like to have an insulating layer. We got our bathroom research completed. We are gonna continue towards the water sieve, because without that the bathroom is no use. But in preparation to set up the bathroom, I'm already gonna deconstruct one outhouse and one wash basin. I think at this point I'm just gonna open Pandora's box here and we're gonna build some tiles. Actually, because Camille is so fast at building, it wasn't even that bad. I think I can... Oh no! Now I'm too late. Let's set up a secondary pitcher pump that is gonna be able to reach the bottom with a ladder in between, and then we can close off these tiles, I guess. Let's maybe do this one first. Yeah, and this way we can keep the water inside of the basin. Actually, I think I'm gonna move this pitcher pump over and we're gonna build the ladder somewhere else. The ladder is gonna go here, and in between I want to set up a tile with a bottle emptier and bottle emptier right there. Wonderful. The reason I set up 2 pitcher pumps is if the first pitcher pump is already touching the water, they will not have to get wet. But then with the secondary pitcher pump we can still reach down. As a matter of fact, I would like to make my water tank even bigger. But then on the other side, I already know this is the starter base. We don't need to go too crazy here. Let's maybe set up a bunch of ladders and start disassembling the terrain. This scenario here would have been perfect for a nature reserve, but it's really in the wrong spot and I don't want to do that for the starter base. The way up here is a little bit long, admittedly. We are done with the research, so I think there's one more research I want to go for, namely refined renovations. Specifically right now for the fire pole. A ladder bed, oh my gosh, this is interesting. Would be nice for a really large colony. We got our first pickled meal almost all the way to stale. I think I want to compost it. And in order to do that, we need some compost. I think I want to set them up here using some airflow tiles. Under refinement, we should have... Yeah, there we go, the compost. I think 2 are gonna do for the time being to potentially take care of our polluted dirt and some other things. Actually, we could build all of this a little bit higher. I don't need those ladders anymore. By the way, a little tip I can give you, I think a lot of people don't know that, but if you press shift, you're gonna draw a perfectly straight line, no matter what you do. Just as a random side note. Now, can we mop this up still? I would like to do that. No, too much liquid, so we have to dig a little bit into here, make it less liquid. But Devin now started actually analyzing the cool salt/geyser. They have to catch their breath every now and then, get some hypothermia and stuff, but eventually it's gonna be done. And I guess we don't even have to enclose it because it is continuously gonna produce a lot of chill, and then as soon as it is submerged, it is not gonna be able to erupt anymore. I think one thing I could improve with my strategy is build the insulated tiles out of granite, because we have a lot of that laying around here, and so they don't always have to go down and take the sandstone. Here we have our water tank, more than enough storage for our starter base, I would say. We've also done the research for the fire pole, which I would like to install right here, so they can go down much quicker. Devin is now analyzing the geyser. I had to let in some polluted oxygen so they can catch their breath. And I believe we also have another skill point with Otto. Yes, you are gonna get into probably, improved carrying too. We can always use some more carrying capacity. Thinking about it, I also could have gone into improved strength and plumbing, so we can do things like emptying pipes. The cycles are now passing by with not getting enough work done, which means we now desperately need a duplicant, but I want to emphasize once again, if we play for 1 or 2,000 cycles, we should be able to wait for really good duplicants and not just take the first best one. In the meantime, we discovered some more stuff in the wild that I potentially would like to store in my ration box if I ever get my hands on it. And also inside the electric grill, I guess whenever we get some mushrooms, we want to cook them up. And also when we get the grub fruits, we want to cook them up. We even get some more calories out of it and of course destroy the germs. I guess we can just cook everything automatically, including the frostbun, to be honest, because we also get some sleet wheat up here that we can potentially just farm in the wild, to be honest. We're halfway done with the analysis, just have a little bit to go to close this off. We will have the chill trapped in order to use in conjunction with our base. There's certainly some stuff we need to cool down. And using a cold biome is just gonna last for multiple hundreds of cycles. Well, maybe this one is just gonna last 100 cycles, but still, worth it. The fire pole has been built, just look at how much quicker this is. It's just a necessity the larger the base gets. Here we go, we're almost done analyzing it. I believe we are gonna get some data sets that we might want to keep for later, for some more research. But other than that, I believe we are ready to switch this bathroom into a proper setup. Looks like Devin earned a skill point. Let's check them out. Either some more in crop tending or another research skill. Or we could also go into improved caring. I mean, at the moment we have enough to research. Yeah, if we check out research, it's gonna be a long time until we need some type of other research. So I would say improved caring is probably what we should go for, or maybe even improved crop tending. Though at the moment the garden is rather small and I would like Devin to be more efficient in carrying things around. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for that. We're gonna go improve caring. Let's do it. Anyways, it's time for our bathroom loop. We want to have a look at plumbing and then we'll go for the laboratory. Now, I can only do 2. We're gonna do 2 and then remove the previous versions. So one goes here, another one there, and then within medicine we should have our sinks that we're gonna place here on the other side. And of course the center we're gonna replace as soon as we've done the piping and everything. Essentially, we're gonna be bringing in some normal water that we're then gonna pollute with poop. The polluted water should then go somewhere in order to be siphoned back into normal water. We can do this with a water sieve, for instance. And let me just rotate this around. I still have the space to actually place it right there. And now we can have a look at plumbing and do some piping. Now, the thing is, I would like this to be insulated pipes because poop water, I believe, is around 30 degrees or so, and that might be a slight issue for us. Here we go, we just finished analyzing the cool salt slush geyser, and we got some data banks out of it, so I definitely want to pick those up and store them in our base. I'm not gonna tile in the geyser just yet. I think it can just do its thing, you know, produce a little bit more brine at minus 10 degrees. If we can store a little bit more chill than is already in the biome, I'm not too sad about it. But yeah, let's go back into research. What we need are the insulated pipes, and having access to a liquid reservoir isn't the worst of ideas either. Let's research that. Oh, Camille earned a skill point as well. Okay, now we can actually diversify. With her, since she is building a lot, we want to go into construction soon, but improved carrying is more important because she brings over the building materials and sometimes she has to walk twice just to build a tile. And this way we can easily prevent this from happening. Afterwards, we're gonna go into improved building because we also need access to the demolition skill. Our calories, by the way, are pretty stable, between 60 and 70,000 kilocalories all the time. So the strategy of not accumulating too much food adds up. We never thus far suffered from anything that's spoiled, though some pickled meal gets closer to spoiling than other. Got our toilets and sinks in place. I'm still waiting for a little bit more research. Let's empty this guy out. Everything is now actually here in one tile, all the materials that we collected. I kind of want to build an additional storage bin here, and I want to reserve that for all types of seeds. So the seeds should be brought over automatically. I don't want to sweep them up all the time. Our first pip egg care package. Unfortunately, we're not allowed to take those, and the duplicants are also not my preference. We're also gonna dig beneath here. I want to dig all the way over, and then I believe it will be time to bring the water up here. Also, this water I want to pump over, and finally we got a pool right here. Let me see, we might be able to combine these two liquids here, or the two pools. And if we go ahead, free up a trench like this, then we can just drain it. Everything is going to be here at the bottom floor and we can pump it over. I think this is a good plan before we start digging down even further. I'm just going to make my way over here and then we're going to staircase upwards. And as soon as we reach the pool, everything should flow down naturally. All should be fine. Plumbing, we can already set this up, not a filter. We would like to see a pump that goes here. Then we need a pipe. We're gonna bring that out. It doesn't really matter where it goes right now. All we have to do is get into this room. Now let me see. Will I be able to reach the spot? Yes, I think so. And then we can have a liquid vent and everything is gonna be dropped here. Of course, this still needs to be powered. If we check out the power, I think we can just go like this and that, and we should be good. Research is completed. That is good as well. We go back to the insulated pipes, and now what we want to do is bring in fresh water into this loop. We only really have to do this once because with the initial water you already have enough. But essentially through the white input we can lead a pipe straight through. However, you cannot do the same thing here with the green output. The green outputs will have to be separated, well, not separated per se, but you cannot lead it through like so, because green outputs never have priority and therefore they would not output until the pipes are empty again. I'm gonna make the assumption the fresh water is gonna come from the bottom, at least initially, and then we want to expel the polluted water towards the top. And we want to go towards our water sieve, of course. For now, I'm gonna keep it quite simple. We want to go into the input and then normal water is gonna come out. However, this water here is gonna be full of germs, so that is not something you want to put back in your drinking water. But there we go. That is essentially already the loop. All we have to make sure is we still have an overflow. Let's say at a certain point we accumulate just so much water because of course every time we poop there's a little bit additional material, and then when the fresh water comes down it's eventually going to fill this up, and once it's filled up there's nowhere for it to go. Camilla is slowly making her way over here to drain the pool. I noticed there is another tiny pool we could take advantage of, so I think we can just hop over here, join that, maybe remove all of that, and then we're gonna dig our way down here. And that should technically already be enough to then drain everything. We're then just gonna open this up. Wait a second, Camille, are you ready for this? I would suggest you build this first here at the bottom, so you don't have to work in water quite as long. Ever since I'm playing this game a little bit slower, not so stressing about achieving everything in the fewest cycles possible, this game became even better to me. Now I can actually appreciate everything, such as the animations and what's going on. I can also enjoy the smooth frame rate at the beginning. Another downtime, still lots of work to do. I would say we're gonna be done in about 2 cycles with that, and then all of this water should be drained as well, and we can start pumping, filling up our initial water reservoir. It's not gonna be much, but better than nothing. Also, we can now see they clearly have a tiny fraction of free time before they actually go to bed. So 3 slots at the moment are perfect for the downtime. If we have a look at the germs overlay, we can now also see food poisoning germs are accumulating in the polluted water. Also, we have lots of polluted oxygen here. I think my single deodorizer can still keep pretty much up with the demand. Totally forgot about this storage bin. In here, I would like to keep all of the seeds, and we're gonna have that, yeah, priority 5 is fine. Actually, let's keep it priority 4. So seeds are gonna be collected when nothing else at priority 5 needs to be stored. Kimmel did a fabulous building job today. Already lots of piping is built. I'm gonna be right back once we are actually starting to pump out the water and we can do something about filling up the pool and bathroom loops. Here we go, letting in the water. It's already drained from upstairs and now it's going all the way down here. All we need to do is build the pump. What are you doing? No, I would like you to build the pump first. I know you have the materials for it. Yes, Camille. Camille! And there we go, our first pump, and it is already officially working. Of course, this water is just gonna go over here. And since it is fresh, clean and not germy water, I'm happy with that. Oh no, looks like this is draining much quicker than I anticipated. Ah, this is a pity. Now I have to go back here and fix stuff. You know, these things happen. It's not the end of the world. I just want to make sure... Camille, don't... Breathing is not important. How could this go so wrong? At least now we can prevent more water from flowing over, and if we're lucky, yeah, I should have cleaned this up earlier. Now I have a freaking mess down here. Oh well, we are gonna be able to pick it up because right now it is flowing down, and if I catch it early enough, I just have to be able to place one single mop icon here, and then we will be able to pick it all up again. Okay, at least it looks like we got everything. Now, I would like to take the advantage of this pipe already being here, and we're just gonna connect these two pipes, so a little bit goes up into the bathroom loop. We only need as many as is necessary to fill up the contraption, so that would already be enough, and we're gonna disconnect this again. Now we only have to complete the loop back here, make sure the water sieve has some power as well. Yeah, there we go. I did not take care of that just yet, so we're gonna go down here, give this power. As a matter of fact, I'm actually just gonna go straight. Yeah, I think that makes sense in this case. Usually I like to go through the flooring and everything. I want to make sure Camille is actually starting to build up here. We want to finish the contraption for today's episode, so we can wrap this up clean. Come on, Camille, just a couple of pipes to go. Yes, we will be able to finish it in today's cycle, so they can already start pooping here on the new toilets. Oh, there it is. Bathroom time. Are you gonna... No, you did not use the new ones. Why? Oh, at least Otto decided to go for the right thing. Now, once he is done, we should be seeing the polluted water coming out of here. New fresh water will be incoming. We don't need those pipes any longer. And let's see, this is now flowing up. That's good. It should be processed back into fresh water, and then we start filling up this pipe. And my intention is to make an overflow right here. So right now it is being siphoned, transformed back into normal water. Now, of course, this just goes back into the water loop here. Now, this is germy water. We don't necessarily want that for anything else. However, if we start to fill up all the pipes, because of course we get more of an output every time the duplicants poop, and that's why we need an overflow. If you want to keep the polluted water, we need the overflow right here before it is processed. And if we want to keep the normal water, we need the overflow somewhere else. For instance, we could have it after the last toilet or so. However, my overflow is going to be quite simple for now. We're just going to loop around here and set up a vent over there. And in order to accomplish that, I might have to set up just a bunch of ladders to be able to reach that. But that is going to be my dedicated overflow. Alright, with that out of the way, we can deconstruct the old toilets and sinks, and we're gonna replace them with the new version. Yes, Camille, that's what I'm talking about. Do your thing. She's really good at taking things apart. We can already see the heavy usage here. This is gonna be so much better than with the old toilets. One thing I totally forgot is to make the pipes already in order to get out of there, but we can rectify that in a heartbeat. Alright, with the last pipe placed and the bathroom loop in place, we just need to do the overflow. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with the results of today's episode, so we can wrap it up at this point. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Have a great time and see you in the next episode. Bye bye.